My name's Matthew, and today I get the pleasure of walking you around this 2021 on a 21 registration Audi RS Q8 Carbon Edition. Now, this car has covered 58,000 miles from new, but what we think is really critical to it is from the very early stages of its life, it had been wrapped in a different color. So as a result, we have now removed that vinyl wrap from the car, and the car's paintwork has been protected exquisitely. The condition of this car is fantastic. It does not look like a car that has covered 58,000 miles in any way. It's got a full Audi main dealer service history, and it is also covered by an extended Audi warranty until February 2025. So really a fantastic opportunity, and in my opinion, probably the best value for money RS Q8 that you can buy in the UK at the moment. Now we're going to run you through some of the amazing features, because it has also got, on top of it being a carbon, it has also got a host of optional extras, including the Tour Pack, the City Assist Pack, things like that, the panoramic roof. So we'll go through all of those details when we can. The car's finished in Black Metallic, and we'll start at the nose and run you through some of those amazing features on this just incredible vehicle. So the two radar sensors at the front indicate the adaptive cruise control system fitted to the car, and we've got a little camera just under the iconic four rings there, which is the forward-facing camera and part of that 360 surround camera system. Part of the carbon pack as well gives you a huge amount of carbon fiber exterior parts. So the whole of this huge grille surround finished in gloss carbon, as well as this front upper section to the splitter here. Now, coming around the passenger side, and before we move on, it's important to note these headlights are full matrix beam adaptive headlights. They have an amazing LED light sequence, so all of these individual LED light functions there that also add up as your daytime running lights, and you have your main beam underneath. A really, really cool headlight system. And again, part of sort of the modern trend with these massive super SUVs these days, 23-inch RS wheels. They are absolutely enormous. This car has them finished in a full gloss black, a beautiful looking wheel with the massive RS brake calipers on the back and huge, massive rotors to help stop this car. Lovely little extensions to all the side arches and things like that. Carbon fiber mirrors as well. The mirror case is in carbon fiber. The car is keyless entry and keyless go. And if you have a look inside, we've got Audi Sport drop lights on the floor there and this beautiful interior. So instead of the gloss carbon on the outside, what we have on the inside is a matte carbon twill, and it's just exquisite. And like I say, the car's mileage does not represent its condition. Its condition far exceeds that, and it is honestly one that you need to see to understand just how nicely looked after it has been. All the doors are pillarless as well, which I think is a really lovely feature and very unusual, I think, in this day and age. And then have a look inside the back. We've got 4-zone climate control. So you've got a little digital screen in between the two rear seats, which lights up when the car is on. That enormous panoramic roof as well, letting a load of light in for those rear passengers and just making it not feel, you know, squashed and claustrophobic in the back of the car. And lovely little bits of carbon twill as well. And a really lovely feature, which I'll try and show you when we go around the other side of the car, but we've got electric deployable sunshades for the rear windows, and they sit in this little compartment here. And you've got two switches for those rear windows. One is that sunshade which electrically lifts, and one is the actual glass window. Privacy glass to the rear 3/4, and again, more carbon fiber. This massive section of carbon fiber across the boot lid there, separating the two rear lights, and below that really cool brake light or light bar. Carbon fiber diffuser section over the top of this diffuser here, and running around the exhausts, adorning those amazing RS exhausts, and of course the famous Audi Oval RS sports exhausts there at the back, finished in gloss black. If I open the boot, an electric power tailgate, and again, don't be fooled, as I keep saying, don't be fooled by the mileage of this car. Look how well it's been looked after. All the original blue plastic left on the door entry guard for the boot there as well. A boot liner been here to just protect all the carpet. It gives you an idea of how this owner treated this car. Under the boot floor, obviously you've got the big subwoofer section for that Bang & Olufsen stereo, and some extras, you know, your compressor and some extra things down there for for a flat tire if that so happens to you, and a first aid kit. Power tailgate on the back there. You have got the reversing camera as part of that 360 surround camera pack there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump into the driver's side, and I'm going to try and run you through some of the amazing technology inside this vehicle. And as I said to you at the beginning, because it is a carbon, a lot of the things that you find on RS Q8 in a carbon edition are options in this car. So to give you an idea, blind spot monitoring, just on the inside there, and you can see very nicely timed, the system just lights up to show you that it's active. All the carbon twill on the doors, ambient lighting across the top of the doors, that runs through the whole dashboard as well as down into the foot puddle lights, into the footwell lights and down the gear tunnel. All electric windows, electric folding mirrors that are also heated. And then moving into the cockpit itself, again, some really lovely things to let you know about. So if I just clear the screen, I don't know if the cameraman can see this, but you've still got the plastic film on the virtual cockpit here. It's not been removed from new. So just amazing, amazing build quality and amazing care for the car. Electric steering column, and this lovely Alcantara RS sports wheel that you've got here, and that virtual cockpit up there in front of me. If I change all the settings, you can have it as a full map. As you can see here, because we are inside, it's in its sort of night mode, it's dark mode. You obviously have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on this car as well, but so many different configurations. It's such a great virtual cockpit. Obviously the auto settings for the matrix beams, and if the cameraman just comes down this side, you'll see the adaptive cruise control settings just on that lower stalk there. And before we move on from the steering wheel and driver sort of area, you have got more settings down here. So if you press this button, I believe down here, if I clear the screen above, clear it again, and press the button one more time, you have extra things like your heated steering wheel, fragranced climate control, so you can put a fragrance through the car's system when the climate control is on, and some extra settings for the rear and synchronizing all of that climate control there. So all of those settings in this extra menu down here. And then here's that wonderful Audi infotainment screen. As I said, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If I put it in reverse, you'll see the 360 surround camera populate on the left-hand side of the screen here. The right single door is open, so it misses that block until the door is shut. And then obviously your main settings here. If I press 3D, you also get that augmented reality version of the car as well. Closing that and putting it back in park. Dual zone climate control all runs through the second screen at the bottom. Heated, ventilated seats for the front. Of course, all with memory function for driver and front passenger. I'll just switch those off, 3 settings for each. And then coming down the center console itself, you've got a button for all your assist modes here, so you can configure all of these assist modes. So if I go into individual and adjust them, distance warning, Audi Presense, side assist, intersection assist, emergency assist, so on and so forth, all can be configured individually within that setting there. You've got your park assist button down here and a direct shortcut to the cameras below that as well. Alcantara gear stick, carbon twill running down the gear tunnel. I mean, this car is so beautifully built. Underneath here, you've got a wireless phone charger. The car is also fitted with a really high level tracker, which is really, really important, and 2 USB-C ports in there. And quite importantly, that opening glass panoramic roof, which, as I said to you at the beginning, nearly everything I've shown you in this video on a carbon is an optional extra. That roof is also one of those features. And now I'll just switch the car off, jump out, put the window back up, jump out and summarize this car for you. So a 2021 Audi RS Q8 Carbon Edition with an enormous specification. To be perfectly honest, this car has nearly everything that you would get on a Vorsprung, bar a couple of very, very small items. But for me, the trade-off is worth it with all of the carbon bits and the carbon interior zone. Audi warranty until Feb 2025, and just what a wonderful, wonderful example that's had genuinely an amazing owner that's properly looked after it. My name's Matthew. Hope this video helps. Thanks for watching.